We have a cruise ship hit a reef, ran aground. We have a brand new cruise dock open, ready for business for cruise passengers on one of the cruise line's private islands. And what is your favorite private island cruise destination? Do you have one that you like above all the rest? Well, people have voted, results are in, and I can at least tell you who ranked number one in private cruise island destinations. Chris here with High Seas Cruising, and welcome to today's video. We got some cruise news stories for you today. First, we're going to start off with a little information from Mr. Sanchos, which is a popular beach club in Cozumel, Mexico. I know that a lot of people enjoy it. They like it. It's one of our favorite places to go in Cozumel. They have announced that starting January the 1st, a little bit of a price increase. They said operating costs, the cost of getting supplies in, just doing business has gone up, resulting in them having to raise their prices. Now, it is only going up by just a couple of dollars, $79 per person to get into the beach club. But they did also say that anybody that books it prior to January the 1st, they will honor the current rates, even going into 2026. So if you're going to Mr. Sancho's, want to book it, you may want to jump on it before the 1st. That way you just save a few extra dollars. Now we're going to talk about the Coral Adventurer. And you may remember that particular cruise ship's name because it was in the news just this past October. I don't know if you remember the story or not about the cruise line that went to an island there in Australia. One of the elderly cruise passengers got off, got left behind, and unfortunately she did pass away. Now, that was just 2 months ago, and this particular cruise ship is back in the news because this time it hit a reef and ran aground. Now, the ship does only have 123 passengers on board doing a 12-night sailing, and it has been reported that all the passengers and all the crew, they're safe, no injuries, nobody's hurt. There is no damage reported to the hull, but they are going to need to do some inspections, confirm it, and make sure everything's good to go. Now, will this affect the current cruise they're on? We don't know yet. Their previous cruise, the one with the elderly passenger got left behind, that one ended up being canceled. So we'll have to see if there's any further developments on this one. But yeah, this poor ship is definitely not having the best of luck. Now, some really good news for fans of Norwegian Cruise Lines, fans of Great Stirrup Key, Norwegian's private island out in the Bahamas. They've got a cruise dock now. It's officially open. It's ready to go. Yesterday, the Norwegian Getaway was able to dock there, the very first Norwegian ship to do so, but definitely not going to be the last. This is a 2-ship dock, and this is good news for Great Stirrup Key. It's been a tender port up to this point. It's also been one of those ports that anytime the sea swells are just a little too high, the wind is a little too high, it's going to make those tender operations uncomfortable or unsafe for passengers, it gets canceled. So if nothing else, this should result in less cancellations and just an easier visit for cruise passengers. So you won't have to tender. You'll simply be able to walk off on the dock, head on in, and enjoy your day. And the next cruise dock we're waiting on now, it's going to be Carnival Cruise Line's Half Moon Cay. Hopefully they follow suit and get theirs done quickly, and people won't have to tender there either. And finally, what is your favorite cruise line's private island destination? So recently over on Cruise Hive, they've been doing some voting to get their readers, their subscribers, followers' opinions on what they like best in different categories of cruising. And according to those votes, Royal Caribbean's Coco Cay is the best cruise line private island destination, took 32% of the votes. Now, in all fairness though, they've also taken the lead and won this particular category every year since 2021. They won in 21, 22, 23, 24, and now in 2025. So at least according to Cruise Hive folks, yeah, Royal Caribbean's Coco Cay is definitely their most popular private island destination. I'm going to ask everybody out there, do you agree with that or do you disagree with that? Is Coco Cay one of your absolute favorites? I've been to Coco Cay. I haven't been to all of them, but I have been to several of them. I've been to Coco Cay, and yeah, Coco Cay is pretty damn good. I'm going to have to say that is definitely one of my favorites. Now, I'm going to throw up the results here for 2025, and you can see that Perfect Day at Coco Cay did get 32% of the votes, with MSC's private island of Ocean Cay coming in second place with 19.9%, and Carnival Cruise Line Celebration Key coming in at 13.7%, and then followed by Great Stirrup Key, Half Moon Key, Princess Key, Castaway Key, Harvest Key, Labradee, and then finally Lookout Key at Lighthouse Point, which is one of Disney's private destinations, only getting 0.8% of the votes. So do you guys agree with this order? Disagree with it? Would you put them in a different order? Or do you agree with them the way they are? And Royal Caribbean's private island of Coco Cay is the best out there, at least according to the cruisers that voted in this poll. And that is going to be our video for today. If you've enjoyed today's video, do me a favor and hit that like button. If you haven't done so yet, do me a favor and hit subscribe. It is free to do so. Helps our channel grow. Let you know anytime we put out a new video. Hope everyone out there is having a really great day. And like always, we will see you out on the high seas.